Aloha on this Wednesday, October 23rd, 2019. It is 1:30 Mountain Standard Time, and I am here with my bestie and colleague, Taima DeLuna, and we are doing this month's Q&A podcast where she is going to ask me some questions, and I'm going to channel the answers. So, here we go.
How does one discover, then live their purpose?
This is actually a really beautiful question. I like it a lot because the premise here is that no one actually needs a psychic, tarot cards, or divination in order to find or live their life's purpose. They merely need to be in alignment to it. And that's why you have so many people that are not spiritual per se, that are actually living a really divine, happy, fulfilling, purpose-filled life. Everyone on the planet is just a chunk of God. We are source energy itself. And as we incarnate into these individual incarnations, we do have a divine purpose that's based upon our karma and our destiny. And you can find it in your astrological blueprints and looking at your numerology and all these other divination forms. However, if you haven't been programmed, or if you've been able to deconstruct your programming, you will just slip into it automatically. So if you have parents that are just supportive of who you are naturally and go with your inclinations, then you'll slip into your life's purpose very seamlessly. Because like all of God's creations, that's just what we do. So paying attention to your heart's desire and what you want is first and foremost. So it doesn't matter what the pack says. It doesn't matter what the church or society, really, anyone else says. You have to follow your heart's desire in both small ways and large ways. And that's very challenging in our society that treats us kind of like robots, where we're just on autopilot and, you know, we have all these tasks to complete. It's not really easy to find the flow of your own stream. But that's tantamount to finding your life's purpose as well as living it. So once you found it, you know, you have to stay on path, and that requires doing what you want and getting more of what you want. And then once you have found that stream and that flow, truly living up to your highest potential does require some deconstruction of your older momentum, programming, and, you know, just essentially behaviors that get in the way of who you truly want to be. Everyone goes through that. It's, you know, sloughing off, refining, buffing, and aligning more deeply with your truest heart's desire so that you can become more of an example of that divine truth on the planet. Okay, and now for our next question.
What's the best way to protect oneself from negative energy?
Awesome. This one is likewise a very challenging answer. But what I'm receiving here, and it's not so easy for even me to do, but what I'm receiving here is don't buy the bait. And that means staying within your own vibrational frequency and focusing on the task at hand, or that which you can complement, you know, so the things that make you feel good, the things that there are to be grateful for. So regardless of the negative energy coming at you, whether it's another person or electromagnetic frequencies, a nasty coworker, a narcissistic mom, you know, whatever the negative energy that's coming at you, the best way to respond and deal with that and protect oneself is to deflect. And that requires social intelligence. And social intelligence is in and of itself an entire database of tools that we can be employing during this time. Obviously, turning to things such as crystals and meditation, clearing, guiding visualizations, grounding and recharging from the earth's core and the earth itself. All of these things calling upon your angels and your guardians to flood your house, flood your being, encircle you in a hedge of protection, calling upon God itself and any spirit guides or particular guardians that you're affiliated with. By any means necessary in these times when we are having to match what's coming at us, meaning our own old momentum and programming that we are trying to deconstruct, this fight or flight, fear-based mark of the beast world that we've inherited and that we are here to transmute. As we confront that old momentum, we must meet it with a greater force. So we need all of the tools, and we will definitely be talking more about these tools because they are necessary in the path of mastery and ascension. Okay, and we are wanting to keep this podcast super short so it can just be, quick little dose of good intel. So this is our last question.
What's an effective way to build a personal relationship with your spirit guides and guardians?
The best way to build a relationship between your spirit guides, guardian angels, and God and self is to definitely start talking to them. You just got to start that communication by opening the door and initiating. And so a good way to do that is to do a guided visualization or meditation where you put yourself in a protection bubble and you pull in your spirit guides and you introduce yourself, and using your third eye glossary, see what they say back. Because it's really just about reading the images that are coming through to you, and we can all do this. We're all born with this ability. Talking to past over loved ones and our spirit guides and our angels and God itself is absolutely our birthright. So the best way to develop that relationship is to just get talking. Another thing you can do is scry. You can pull out your journal and you can just say, okay, spirit guides, I want to talk to you and I want to learn more about who you are and, what you have to share with me in this stage of my evolution on this planet as this incarnated being that I am. And then just see what comes through. Of course, you want to do a meditation first where you protect yourself in a bubble and pull in just those spirit guides instead of any earthbound spirits that are living in your house, for example. And so those are good techniques. The other good thing to do is to develop your ability to receive psychic information by meditating and learning meditation techniques and really being able to sit in meditation for up to 10 minutes, where you can quiet the mind, ground your energy, sit still. Because the nature of being psychic is really about being receptive. And the act of being psychic is the act of receiving. So the more sedate and receptive you can tune yourself to be, the clearer you will receive. And so, yes, you can sign up for my class online, actually. Here's a shameless plug. And that will definitely walk you through how to develop your psychic ability and also get in touch with your spirit guides. All right. And that's it. Like I said, we wanted to keep it sweet and short. And so until next time, aloha and bye-bye, Ty. Thank you for coming and being with us today and for your awesome questions.
Aloha.
Okay, until next time, aloha.